This is around September. Okay, September 2018. And I said, let's create another course. He said, why don't you take this? You take these two courses, you merge it in something that you can also give your live presentations. So you can be with people and you can give support and live sessions, Q&A, etc. So it's more valuable because they have live interaction one-on-one with you or with a Drupal coaching with you. So I created another course, another program for my company. 2 months later, I was selling another one, and I said to my mentor, I had this goal. Do you think it's possible? And he said, this is our goal. You're going to have 20 people at 500 euros. So it's like, okay, 20 people, 500, it's the 10K in a month. So I prepared a launch. I prepared an online launch. And in November, I was making 10K in 5 days. Okay.
And you did this with the formula?
It was another method at that point. I didn't know the formula yet, but when I discovered the formula, this was like the boost.
So it's okay, we follow the formula?
Yeah, it's okay. You can choose the method. Now we are going to go with another exercise that it's how do you want to make this money? Because it's not about making money for the sake of making money. I was happy making this money for two things. Write this down. For who you become, okay? For who you become, and while having fun doing it. This is the best money you can make. I mean, if you're having fun and you are becoming somebody that you are proud of and you want to be remembered for when you die, because I don't know what about you, but I'm going to die. What about you? Are you immortal, any of you? One day we will die. Have you think about what do you want to be remembered for? What people will say about you? I want to say that I had fun, that I provided a lot of value, that I made a major contribution to people in life, to everybody in particular. I want to be remembered by that. Great mentor, great teacher, generous, with integrity, honest. This is why thinking about my death allows me to be super focused right now in the actions that I can take to become that. So again, this for me is a game. It's the game of making money. But the valuable thing is having fun and who I become. Make sense?
Yes.
When you become a person that did this, can you believe the confidence that somebody that does this compared to somebody that is selling running shoes?
You're another person.
It's not good or bad, better or worse to sell running shoes or to do this. It's just the person I wanted to become for me. So people want to do other things. I wanted to become this kind of person. So this allowed me to have the confidence to say, wow, I'm already in the stars. When 8 months ago, I was here. I got from here to here in 8 months. It's like, wow. So again, 4 years and a half to build up, but then, woof. So again, it's not like it's gonna take me more years to make more money. It's gonna take me some time to make like this and then poof, like that. Because as you can see, 3.5, 7, 10. And when I was here, what did I have to do? We said, this is the right now. So I had to move this
To the floor.
to the floor. Exactly. And then I set another goal.
Wow.
I was like, how cool would it be to make the salary of a whole year, let's pretend it's 25K a year, like 2,000 a month, more or less, in 7 days. How cool would it be?
That's
And
the
I
bonus
said,
of the formula.
and I set a roof.
$2,000.
And I set a roof. And it's like, wow, can I make 25K in 7 days or even in 5 days? I want it to be a little bit more compressed. 5 days, right? And I set a roof. So I put here in this roof, 25K in 5 days for me. I wanted this. So look, in 8 months, I changed my goal. So I said, this is a life. You will need to change it. At first, this was not even this was the maximum in my life I could achieve. But this was the new roof. It was like, okay. Here, I said, wow, imagine that I can replicate this 4 times. How cool would it be to make 100K a year? Wow, imagine. Because this is luck if you do it once, but it's not luck anymore if you can do it
2-3 times, yeah.
Wow. Because you have what? Luck? No, you have a system. It takes time to get here, yes. It pays off if you can replicate this for the next 50 years of your life, 60 years, 70 years, the years you plan to live in this life. And you know you need money, you have some needs, some travel, something you want to do, and you have this tool, and you are the person, you have become the person that can run or navigate that boat. You can sail that boat, because it's not just having the boat. Okay, you can have the vehicle that allows you to do this, but if you don't know how to navigate it, it's like having a car, a Ferrari, and not knowing how to drive. I mean, you will not move even 1 centimeter. So some people, it's like the shiny effect of, oh, I want this method, I want this. Yeah, show me the formula that will allow me to do this like you did, my mentor. It's like, I can share you the system, but unless, and here's the key part, unless you become the person that can run this system, you will not generate €1. You will not generate the desired result that I could achieve because I knew how to run the vehicle and have the vehicle, both things. Okay? So this, who you become, cannot be bought with money. Who you become cannot be bought. You cannot become a millionaire. Okay? You need to develop a kind of habits. And I want to share with you something that it was so valuable to me. I want to share it with you because I cannot forget, and then we go to the anecdote. One mentor said this to me, okay? This is the most important thing that happened for me in the last probably decade. Okay, so you will have right now, in a day, the best learnings of a decade. Good plan?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan, right? All right. Don't, I'm going to put it in red, okay? So it's really clear.
Yeah. Qué bueno que the colors.
Don't set a goal to make $1 million. Dollars, euros, the currency you want. Don't set the goal to make $1 million. Set the goal to become a millionaire.
A what? A millionaire.
Don't set a goal to make $1 million. Set the goal to become a millionaire. Wow. Changed my life. I stopped chasing money. Changed my mind, my life, everything changed for me. Why? Because I was chasing money. And when I was chasing money, just money, I would accept any kind of things. I would even put money first and then the values. I would even put like 100 hours of work a week, 80, one-on-one consultations on nutrition to make $1 million. I would start thinking, how can I make money? But for this, it was different. He said, don't set the goal to make $1 million, set the goal to become a millionaire. Why? Because when you set this goal, it's not the million that's going to be important for you. It's who you become. Because being a millionaire, it's not just about how to make money. It's about what else? Living the lifestyle. It's about discipline. It's about understanding the market, being money savvy. How to save, how to invest, how to protect my money, how to develop empowering beliefs around money. Enjoy money EQ, exactly. To enjoy all the way, etc., etc., etc. All the habits that you will need to develop to make your first million. So the most important thing is to become a millionaire. The million is automatic, he said.
Okay.
The million is automatic. When you make the first million, you can even donate it. So this is
So the ability you said to save,
to make,
invest,
to save,
Discipline.
to invest, and to protect. Make, save, invest, and protect. And then, of course, enjoy and have the lifestyle and all the other parts of this system, because we know it's a non-linear system that brings us happiness and freedom. Okay, how do you plan to get, well, where's the... Here, How do you plan to move from here
Yes.
to here and to become a millionaire that we had it somewhere here? the key.
Yeah.
All right. How do you plan to do that on your own? How come? With the same information and the same habits and the same person you are, how are you going to have more? What do you need? New inputs, new systems, new people around you. Because here's the thing, okay? Let me share with you. So here's the support and the environment. We need to do it with whom? With other people. This is the fastest way. Jot that down. With other people, with mentors, and with the other secret that I will tell you at the end that starts with M. With these two ingredients, mentors, and the other one that starts with M.
Don't say it.
Yeah, I know. It's the fastest way, the shortcut that I learned in the last decade. It's the shortcut and the system that I'm following every single time that I want to become a new person, whatever it is. I apply it for being an athlete as well. I will tell you afterwards the story of how I ran a sub 5-minute mile, which is something that just 1% of people, like really very few people do. How did I do it? Not alone, but with these two ingredients. Mentors, coaches, people that taught me, that were there, or knew how to get me there, because they don't need to be that. For example, the trainer of Rafa Nadal, the tennis player, is not a world-class #1 champion, but he knows how to coach him. The coach of Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the earth, is not the #1. It was not the #1. It was the best coach for him, the #1. So the great mentor, the great coach, doesn't have to be. It can be, it's great if he has been there because he understands or she understands what it is to, like to be that. But the most important thing is that he knows how to get you there. Be good teacher. Give you the right input at the right time for you to make the click and become a new version of you that allows you to get closer to being a millionaire in this case, or to achieve any goal that you want to have.
So that's also the choosing well.
Exactly. You have to choose really well who you want to surround with, the 5 people we were talking, the environment, and the right mentors. Because again, did somebody happen here that you had this university teacher that was super good at their craft? They were like crazy professionals with great projects, but they came to class and didn't know how to share with you, how to teach with you, how they got there.
Okay.
Happened to you?
Yeah.
Great professionals, but not good teachers.
Yeah.
Choose well. It's not
Who don't apply anything.
exactly, but then probably they are not the best teachers, because if they don't live it, they will just, but they will not know how it feels. So the best of the best is somebody that got there, and that also, and not or, and knows how to get you there. Okay? So jot this down. Don't set a goal to make $1 million, set the goal to become a millionaire. And there's another thing that I want you to share with you so that we can sync this concept here, which is something that it's called the lottery effect.
In the million? Yeah.
What happens? Why there's a statistic that says that in 5 years, in just 5 years, when people make $1 million automatically without becoming millionaires, they lose all their money in less than 5 years. 80% of people who win the lottery. So this was an effect that was going like this, lottery effect. And
most of them are even worse than they were.
they even lose more money, exactly. Because they put themselves in debt and things that,
They
right?
don't have the skills to handle money. So that's
So,
why you need to learn to be
exactly. Ordinary people want the million. Extraordinary people want to become millionaires, because you better become a millionaire if you win the lottery, otherwise you will lose it like this.
Then that's a bit contradictory of what you said, that set goals,
Mhm.
like money goals.
Uh-huh. Why is
And
it
a bit-
contradictory?
and because you said don't set the goal to million, to money, but to the mindset.
Aha, this is the two part. If we just set the goal for the million, we will find any way to get there. But the other part that we will talk now about, it's how we get there.
Okay.
So become a millionaire it's referring to the how, not just to the outcome. But first, what does that mean to be a millionaire? That you want a million, right?
Okay.
So we need to set this, which is the what, why to become a millionaire. Remember the what, the why, the how, and the support and environment.
Yeah.
So what do I want? A million? Or maybe you don't want a million. You want 250K, or you want this and that. I said I wanted to be an athlete. So for example, I don't need a million to be an athlete. Okay? But for example, I said I want to run a sub 5-minute mile. So I need to become an athlete. And this was my change. It's like I don't need to run faster. I need to become an athlete. Because an ordinary person from the street is not running a sub 5-minute mile. An athlete is running sub 5-minute miles. And I will not just be able to run it once, but twice, 3 times, 4 times. Why? Because I'm an athlete. So it works with anything that you want in life. But this is the example for the million, for the money, the part that we are talking about right now. Okay? So, what's the thing that the millionaire needs to do, or the person that wants to achieve this goal? Okay, let's get back to goals. And I promised I would share 2 things.
The time frame.
Yeah.
You said one was going to be lunch.
Yeah, we are going to finish with this block, and now we're going
An
to...
accident
Yeah,
with the
Yeah.
camera.
yeah. So we are going now in 5
That's
minutes.
why the time-
We are going to finish with this. Yeah.
Just a little flexible, no?
Okay, do you want to leave? Or you want to know more?
I want to learn more.
Just the time frame.
Me too.
Yeah. Great. So let's...
I need to go at 6.
Yeah. Good. We'll have time for everything. So again, this is the framework. If we want to work on this, again, we can go more in depth afterwards. But yeah, the extraordinary operating system. We'll talk about that if you want. But that's going to be at the end. Right now, let's focus on this. So I want you to share with the partner next to you, like the goals that you set, the roof, the moon, and the star. Okay? For example, for me,
Yes.
what I wanted here, what would be the star, that it's something that, again, when I was here, I set another goal, which is become financially independent. What does that mean? That all your investments, the return of the investments, are paying all your expenses for a lifetime. I was like, how cool would it be that? Right? Not work for money anymore, not work for necessity, just work for choice and for joy. Who would like to achieve that?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Please.
For that, we need to make more money, of course. And we need, what?
Invest.
To save, to invest, and to protect.
Safe invest.
When I focused on these things, again, what I need to become, okay, because here, this Miguel knew how to make money here. But I realized that to achieve financial independence, this money freedom, I needed to learn other things. At the moment where I learned how to save, how to invest, and how to protect, this year, 2021, it was my year. But again, it's who you become. And now, what is my next goal? I put this here, and now I want a fat financial independence. That means now, don't believe that I can achieve, buy anything in the world. Okay? I don't have a million. Right now, 2021, yet I don't have a million. But I can say that with the money that I saved, that I am investing, and that I am protecting and know how to protect, I don't have to work anymore if I don't want to. I just need to wait for my money to compound interest and to become a big snowball and just keep this lifestyle that I'm living right now. But I have a limit of the money that I can spend every single month. Now what I want is a fat FI. Means that I can spend more every single month.
And I can see something very interesting, because when I hear of other people that have achieved, you can see it in their faces, they're tired, they're not. I can see that you are happy, that you are, I can't see you're tired. I think you are joyful. You're a really athlete, no? And I can see in your eyes, you shine. So it's incredible. Also, it's incredible to see that.
Yep.
Yes.
It's inspiring.
It's inspiring,
Has
and
a 360
for me it's
balanced
new.
life. I don't.
That's why I'm here. For me it's new.
Yeah, but for example, I probably don't make as much money, but
Now.
it's a balance that you want. For example, you love teaching what you're doing as well. So now we are going to talk about the model. I'm super excited for this moment because we are going to break down the extraordinary life that you want to build. For example, for me, it's not making much more money. It's, for example, relationships and the surrounding, the people I relate with, you know?
Yeah. But as I work like in image,
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
my course and everything,
Yeah.
what I can see in you is like you are really projecting all these and in an incredible man, you know, with all the characteristics that, and you are relaxed.
Yeah.
There was an accident.
Kindly.
Things happen. We're not on time, no?
Yeah.
And you are happy, and it's okay.
Yep.
And you're relaxed, and that's an attitude, and that is it's what I want.
Yes.
And I can see that because I work in that.
Uh-huh.
So
Look.
what I want to say, that is great for what you are doing.
You're congruent.
Thank you. Thank you.
And not all, I've seen a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people doing
Yeah.
this, no? You know.
Well.
So you are being really yes.
Thank you. And it's beautiful that you see this because there's something that a cook, my chef, when I was working as a chef in a restaurant, I had a chef above me that I was learning from him. So I always had a mentor, no, right? A chef that cooks better than I do. And he said something great, something that I remember today. And it's super special because I have here this drink of cinnamon drink.
Yeah.
And it was the same drink that I was having when I was talking with him. So when they said here that they had cinnamon tea, it was like, no. And now we are talking about this, and I came the story to my mind. So I want to share it with you before we are going to have lunch. And your help. He said to me something that it also helped me with money and time freedom, geographical freedom, all the things that I want to share with you now after lunch. He said, look, Mikel, if you don't taste the cinnamon, you cannot tell that this is cinnamon. What does that mean? If you see something in somebody else, means that you have it inside. Because if you don't have it, if you don't recognize it, it's because you haven't tasted.
Like a mirror.
Like a mirror. So you cannot tell that a dish has cinnamon. If you never tasted cinnamon, you don't know that cinnamon exists. So when you are seeing something in somebody else, celebrate and be happy because that means that you have it inside you. It's just a matter of time or a matter of the seed to water it a little bit more so it grows into a plant, a cinnamon tree, for example, right? So that you can then enjoy it and also have it in yourself. But you already have it. You just need to express it more or to magnify it, whatever. But it's a great sign that you can see things in others. So, and your health, let's go to lunchtime. Cheers. Cheers. Let's make a toast here. Cheers. 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 Yen. Cheers. 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 Sí. Yep. Yeah. I have to see. But yeah, I think afterwards. Yeah. Yeah. Gracias. Thanks. So, gracias chicos. Vamos a hacer un break.